I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order.
After somewhat miraculously barreling through your Jedi training in record time, you are free as a newly minted Padawan to explore the Enclave and the grounds beyond. Heading out of the courtyard over the bridge, you will find a distressed-looking woman standing by a two-person speeder beckoning you for help. Approaching her, she says,
"Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?"
Although clearly distraught, it's probably best we ascertain her identity first, so we inquire, "Who are you?"
Oh, I'm sorry, Master Jedi. I did not give you a proper introduction. I'm Elise Montagna. I own the farm to the north of here, but I really am in need of your assistance. Time may be critical with so many Kathhounds about. Oh, and those Mandalorians. Please, will you help me find him?
That's a lot of information. A farm to the north, some Kathhounds, Mandalorians. We have our own rogue Dark Jedi to track down. I'm sorry, I don't have time for this.
Please, I beg of you, I must find him. How can you leave him out there with so many dangerous beasts and predators? Have you no humanity?
Appealing to our better nature and the fact we are newly minted Jedi entrusted with protecting the citizens of the galaxy, we can say, "Alright, I'll help you. Tell me what happened."
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if could he have been kidnapped?
Whoever he is, we can't rule out kidnapping. Does anybody hold a grudge against him?
Not that I know of. None of my neighbors really know he's there. Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Kathhounds. But no, Kathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Well, if somebody wanted to get to him, they would probably have to do so by force. Did someone break it down then?
No, the door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
That rules that out. Could it have been opened from the inside, perhaps?
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Okay, stop everything for a second. Although all of these responses lead to the same outcome, they all contain some level of shock. So you're telling me your missing companion is a droid?
Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
Okay, that just escalated quickly. She called him her precious. And you live alone with this droid? What exactly did you use him for again?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
There's no need for you to make fun of her. She's obviously desperate.
I'll say.
Koth, enough.
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I'm not sure I'm interested in this.
Please, should you find him, send him home to me.
Against my better judgment, if I happen to see him, I'll send him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
And with that, our journal has been updated and says, you have met Elise Montagna, who has lost her companion, her droid companion. It is all that she has left of her late husband, and she wishes you to find him. He was apparently kidnapped from her home, and she has been searching for him ever since. She misses him very much. Now, very is in capitals, as expressed by Elise herself. This brings me back to the idea of attachment leading to the dark side. She's clearly beside herself, and this is a remnant of her late husband, but is it healthy for her to be calling a droid her precious and her very unhealthy obsession with that droid? If during our travels we haven't come across the droid, we can circle back to her, which creates a unique dialogue branch if you have T3 present in your party.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart. He was supposed to be completely loyal, to serve me after my husband died.
It seems Elise has become increasingly agitated at the loss of her droid. Empathetically, T3 interjects and we can say, yes, T3, I understand that you're concerned about him too.
Please, if you come across my droid, bring him to me. I need him so much.
Although, clearly this situation in no way, shape or form is ideal or even congruent with core Jedi values, we shall try and help this woman in need by tracking down her companion droid with no further clues about the droid's whereabouts from Elise. Our best lead thus far is heading north for her farm. In the next section directly to the north in the Sandril grounds, we find indeed not only a farm, but also a protocol droid standing what appears to be guard out front. Perhaps he is the droid we're looking for, or has clues to a missing droid. Approaching him, he says,
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? My orders are clear. Please leave immediately. Only those on official family business are permitted on the family's land.
Well, clearly this is just a Sandril droid and has to do with the Sandril-Matali feud, which we will cover later. Instead, if we head east over the bridge and through the trees, we will find ourselves confronted with an errant group of Mandalorians, something Elise had warned us about previously, but we have no quarrel with the Mandalorians. So continuing east, we'll find a grove with some stone pillars and groups of Kathhounds. Immediately, it's clear the second group of Kathhounds are actively attacking what appears to be a defenseless man crouching as he's being swarmed. But upon closer inspection, that's no man at all, but a droid. With that, we can move in to help the seemingly defenseless droid and take out the second group of Kathhounds. It's also a great way to test out our newly discovered Jedi powers. After dealing with the first group of Kathhounds, before we can take a breath and go approach the droid, the second group pounce on us. Through a few well-placed Force whirlwinds, lightsaber throws, shots from Karth, and flurries from Bastella's double-bladed lightsaber, we fell the second group of Kathhounds. With the Kathhounds taken care of, it's time to approach the droid, which seems to be in no further immediate danger.
Thank you for saving me, Master Jedi. I am C-842, a personal assistant droid.
Wow, that was quite the beating you took.
That was not that bad, compared to what I had to endure back at my owner's.
Your owners, they abused you?
That would be one way of putting it.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. And you're a personal assistance droid?
As I said, I am C-842, a personal assistant droid. Although in recent months the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
So you've been abused and the assistance is disproportionate. Okay.
I'm sorry if I seem a bit abrupt, but I must be moving along. I am rather in a hurry.
Are you running from something?
From my master, Elise. Wait, did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
Okay, so you're running from her and you weren't kidnapped.
No, I ran away of my own free will. But I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
I mean, I can agree that's not healthy at all. When you say dead husband, all the time?
You don't want to know.
Oh, probably not. Tell me, is she crazy or what's happened?
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds.
You sought them out? I don't understand.
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people, please. Will you destroy me?
Wow, that's so heavy. This is where the quest potentially splits into 3 parts and you have 3 very different decisions. The first and the third have to do with actually destroying the droid, going back to Elise and telling her either A, you destroyed the droid, or B, lying to her saying the droid is still out there. Obviously, they garner very different reactions from Elise, but the third option, and the first that we are going to explore before the other 2, is tell the droid, no, you are her droid, so you should go back to her.
But why?
You're her property and you must obey her.
Yes I am. It seems I must resign myself to my fate, to be a droid. A second-class being with no rights at all.
I mean, she's lonely and she does need your support.
You're right. How could I be so selfish? I must not think only of myself, but of how it affects her. She must be frantic. And if she lost me, she'd be devastated. I must return then. It is my duty.
Also, if you don't, I'll carry you back myself.
You seem determined, and I have very little choice. So be it then. I shall return to her.
Faced with little recourse but to head back to Elise, C-842 pitter-patters softly back to his master. Now, this is morality aside, because obviously it seems that he would rather die than be in the clutches of Elise, who has taken him on as her droid/dead husband/lover, and you can see his nervous, frantic energy as he stands next to her. After they reunite, approaching the 2, Elise will say,
Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost him.
No. Ugh.
It's just so great to have him back. We're just gonna go right home, right now, and celebrate. Aren't we, my lovely little droid? Don't worry. I'm gonna hug you and oil you and care for you and make sure you never, ever get away again.
That poor droid. With that, we have 500 XP, as well as a new journal entry that says, you met Elise and C-842 back near the Enclave. Elise was overjoyed that you returned her droid to her and thanked you profusely. C-842 was a little less enthusiastic. But that's not where this part of the quest actually ends. If you follow them back inside the Jedi Enclave to the middle of the 3 rooms to the north and west of the exit back to the outer courtyard, the dialogue can be repeated that Elise had just stated, but the following is added before they leave, which is a further grim insight into their relationship.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost him.
Please kill me. I don't think I ever felt so bad for a droid before.
Yeah, T3, I completely agree.
I guess that droid is really going to serve his master tonight.
Well, at least Canderous finds it somewhat amusing. Poor C8 follows Elise out of the Jedi Academy, tepidly walking behind her, obviously resigned to his fate, and they are never to be seen again. But if we decide to follow the second option and you destroy C-842 instead, you can move closer to the dark side of the Force by fooling Elise that he's still out there, by saying to him,
Please, will you destroy me?
No, I'm going to destroy you, and I'm going to tell her you're still out here.
What? No! You'd make her suffer like that? You monster!
And with that, you have 300 XP and some dark side points as well. CA being laughably easy to destroy with 1 hit of Force Whirlwind. He comically takes a thud to the ground and gives you 20 XP. Heading back to Elise, cruelly, you can say.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
Your droid escaped and is nowhere to be found. Look, Elise, he's still out there somewhere.
He's out there still? I must find him.
Your journal updates and says you fooled Elise into thinking that her droid was still out there, so she flew off after him. Maybe she'll realize what happened in a year or 2. Your companions are not very happy with you for this.
Why did you do that? Sometimes Sometimes I just can't understand how you can be so cruel.
It troubles me to see you behaving this way. Such acts can lead to the dark side.
The dark side dwells in us all, but you cannot give in to your baser instincts like this.
Although you gain 150 XP and some dark side points,
Please, will you destroy me?
if it doesn't sit well with you, there's also the other option of saying, fine, I'll destroy UC8 and tell her why you did it. Hopefully this may give her peace of mind.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
And with that, we're still tasked with killing C8, or destroying, I guess, because he's not a man technically. With one lightsaber throw, we only get 20 XP and we fell C8. Heading back to Elise to kindly tell her of the news.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
If your persuasion's high enough, you can say, I found your droid, but he has been destroyed by the Kathhounds.
My droid? Destroyed? No. No, this cannot be happening. I can't bear to live without him.
Visibly distraught, Elise heads off and your journal updates saying you told Elise that her droid had been destroyed. She was devastated. She ran off towards the Jedi Enclave. Although this isn't the end of the story, Elise can now be found back inside the Jedi Enclave, in the middle of the three rooms to the north and west again, and with a man now named Samt by her side. Approaching them, he says,
What do you want?
Now, Samt, don't be so rude. If it wasn't for this young Jedi, we wouldn't have met. I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
Look, a reward may speak louder than words.
Unfortunately, I have none to give. Otherwise, I would. But I still feel I must explain myself. I suppose I came across a little odd. I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid, my husband could live again, be with me still. But I went too far. I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man.
This is actually a unique dialogue tree in which there are three pretty sassy options. Yeah, he seems quite nice. He doesn't look that impressive, or to get a retort from Bastila, not half the man I am.
Well, if his ego is similarly halved, he should be just about right.
Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot in common. I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all. But I think we should be going now. We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and what you tried to do. Goodbye, and thank you.
And with that, Elise and Sant head off. You get 150 XP in your journal update saying, you met Elise in the Jedi Enclave, and it turns out that everything had not ended badly after the destruction of the droid. She had met a man named Sant, and they appear quite interested in each other. Perhaps she can lead a normal, happy